like magic. Got to have it. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. I want it now, I want it later. Chasing a dream, put it on paper. Nothing can stop me, not even haters. Bring me that flavor. I want it now, I want it later. Chasing a dream, put it on paper. Nothing can stop me, not even haters. Bring me that flavor. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. Tastes like magic. Got to have it. Biz on the tongue so you know that it's sweet. Loving the flavor, I'm loving the treat. Know what I want, I know this what I need. Give me that bass, give me that beat. Hit on your tongue, I can feel an explosion. I'll take another if we keep it going.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to Taste the Rainbow. Put it on the tongue. I love that treat. I love that song. How is everyone doing today? Welcome back to the Taste the Rainbow Zone. And you all are my Skittles. So I just want to give, a shout out to TC. She was the one who came up with the Skittles for my subscribers. So, you are all my subscribers. That are the Skittles. And, so we want to taste the rainbow. So how is everyone doing today? Happy hump day. Happy hump day. So before I get started, I hope you will share, like, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. All opinions are welcome. And Taste the Rainbow. And we'll be chopping it up today. Same gendering. So, we'll get into it. What's up, Tanty? Thank you for stopping by and modding for me today. I really appreciate you. Thank you. So, before I get started, I want to just say that what's up, sweet one? Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate you for coming through. Everybody hit the like button on the way in. Before I get started, I want to just say that we had this, semi-discussion on Mahia's channel. I think it was the day before yesterday. I suppose it went live yesterday, and I apologize because I did not think I had to work over yesterday, so I was really tired when I got off, so I pushed it back to. And with me, I have a habit of pushing back lives, but charge it to my head and not my heart because sometimes I'll schedule a live and then I'll be too tired to go through with it, but I will schedule it for the next day. So with that being said, we was having a great discussion over Mahia's Sean G's chat. And it was similar to what I'm going to talk today about. So all opinions are they are everybody's opinion is their own and they're welcome here today. But all opinions today, I'm going to say this is for educational purposes only. Do your own research when it comes to what I'm talking about today, because what I might say today might not be what you may think is true or what you may agree with me today. So the opinions today are mine and mine only. And I would say, please do your own research because, when it comes to someone who's speaking generally and openly, a lot of people might not agree with me. And, I don't care. I don't care about that because, I might not agree with other people's opinions. And, I'm open. I'm very open to suggestions or engagement. So, that's what we do over here in the TTR. So, what's up, Snooki? How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back to the TTR. Thank you for coming through. So, we're going to talk about today about same-sex parenting. And, I might get a lot of backlash about this or anything like that, but we're going to chop it up today. And, I did a lot of commentary on this and I did a lot of research. And 90% of this is going to be research. Okay, so don't kill the messenger when I, bring through the commentary, because this is what research says. And we're gonna, chop it up and we're gonna discuss it. And anybody who wants to come on the panel, I'm free to drop the link, and we can openly discuss this topic today openly, and we can chop it up. So, same-sex parents raising the best children. That's what research says. That same-sex parenting raised the best children. I know I might get backlash off of this, but when it's all said and done, that's what research says. So, with an estimated 1 million to 6 million children being raised by the same sex parents in the United States, it's clear that the number of alternative households is growing and is growing and is growing. While having homosexual parents was once seen as a disadvantage for the children, we have come a long way, you guys, as a society since then. So because of the growing visibility of same-sex families, many researchers have begun to take a second look at the well-being of the children. So more recent studies show that homosexual parents raise children who are just as successful. Let me repeat myself. Most recent studies show that homosexual parents raise children who are just as successful as opposite-sex couples in every way. In fact, they may even have an advantage over children who are raised by opposite-sex parents in more ways than one. So research proves that benefit of same-sex parenting are numerous, both for the children and the parents. So let's dive in and chop it up today. So many people don't think with an open mind when it's seeing the same gender raising children. So looking at the child's well-being and same-sex parenting. A lot of people don't think that, growing up in a household with same-sex parenting, that, the child would be confused. They would be ridiculed when it comes to same-sex parenting. Many people wonder if there are harmful consequences being born into single-sex families. It's only natural to question whether they'll face discrimination and stigma, especially since society hasn't historically been as accepting of gay households. Fortunately, many studies have disapproved this theory in recent years. So one study shows that well-being of children with same-sex parents is no worse than their peers. The findings are based on 75 case studies over three decades. It's important to note that this study refers to children who were raised by homosexual parents from birth, not those who later gained same-sex parents after a family disruption. It just goes to show that these children are not at a disadvantage in any way. They're not. Due to the gender or sexual orientation of their parents. Rather, their parents and security determine their well-being, just like the kids of heterosexual couples. And another study shows and proves that the children of homosexual couples are equal to those born to heterosexual parents. The study is based on a decade of extensive research on the families to assess the children's well-being over time. There is no way to make a broad generalization about homosexual or heterosexual households without taking a look at their circumstances and family stability. So if a homosexual couple is financed to raise and take care of a child, should they be allowed to do so? That is my question to you. If a homosexual couple is financed to raise and take care of a child, should they be allowed to do so? And another question, which would you rather see? A dysfunctional family, which would you, a struggling heterosexual household with no food, no love, no financial security, no place to live, bad school systems, poor educations, or would you rather see a homosexual relationship that's financially secure, loving, loving home, a great education they reside in, of the schooling system? Which would you rather see? So I have expressed, and there are fears that children in the custody of gay or lesbian parents will be more vulnerable to mental breakdown, will exhibit more adjustment difficulties and behavior problems, and will be less psychologically healthy than other children. A fear expressed by the courts is that children of lesbian and gay parents may experience difficulty in social relationships. For example, judges have repeatedly expressed concerns that children living with lesbian mothers or gay fathers may be stigmatized, teased, or otherwise victimized by peers. Another common fear is that children living with gay or lesbian parents may be more likely to be sexually abused by the parent or by the parent's friends or acquaintances. So, me as a subscriber, I was in a chat one time and a subscriber stated in the chat, if my child was showing gay tendencies, I don't know what I would do. My child better not be gay. Now, what if your child heard you say this? What if your own blood heard you say, I don't know what I would do if my child turned out to be gay or like the same sex? Your child hear you say this and hide the fact that they are gay. Would you A, want someone else to talk to your child, a total stranger to talk to your child, to give illicit advice to your own child, or B, come to you as their child without any backlash and talk to you openly about their sexuality? I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want my child to go to any. I wouldn't want my child to go to any outsider and discuss anything. When it comes to that, I'm the parent. That is what I am here for. So, for a father to hear from their son that they are gay, all masculinity is out the window. The dad goes berserk. When it comes to fathers that's, masculine, they want their son to, be like them, go out into the world. It is like a low blow to that father. So I'm going to give an example, just like the movie The Best Man. When Morris Chestnut was in the movie and his son was a star football player like him, he was mad crazy, just like his dad, playing football, but he was hiding his sexuality from his dad because his dad saw him in his son. As many parents do today, they want to live through their children. And I've seen this happen so many times when their child grows up and their parents want to live through their children. Just like I saw this other movie, this what was it? Queen, Homecoming Queen. This mother, she never got Homecoming Queen, but she lived through her own daughter, and she wanted to live through her, and she did everything she could to make her daughter the Homecoming Queen. So she unalived some cheerleaders so her daughter could, become the homecoming queen. So I'm like, this is what parents would do. This is what they would do, to stoop to this level to get to live through their children. And for me, this is a problem. Let your children follow their own dreams. Don't try and live through them because, your time is over. You had your chance to live through life. You had your chance to follow your dreams. Let your child do what they want to do and, live their own dream. It just goes to show that these children are not as a disadvantage in any way due to the gender or sexual orientation of their parents. Rather, their parents' competence and security determine their well-being, just like the kids of heterosexual couples. So, what's going on, Tidal Wave? How you doing? Welcome back to the TTR. I'm glad you're here today. Thank you for chopping it up with us today and engaging. Sweet One says she's in the clouds at work. Hope everyone has a great day. Hit the like on your way in. Thank you, Sweet One. Don't work too hard over there. So Snicky said that's stupid. People believe that. Exactly. But people are going to believe what they want to believe, Snicky. And when it comes to my girls, I got 2 daughters, grown daughters. If they would come to me today and be like, Mom, I like the same gender, I got a girlfriend, do you think I would turn against my own daughter because they would tell me that they love the same gender? That would be hypocritical of me. It really would, because I'm gay, I'm a lesbian myself, so why would I go against my daughter if they would come to me and tell me that they was, that they was gay? That would be hypocritical. Another study proved that the children of homosexual couples are equal to those born to heterosexual parents. The study is based on a decade of extensive research on the families to assess the children's well-being over time. There is no way to make a broad generalization about homosexual or heterosexual households without taking a look at their circumstances and family stability. So if a homosexual couple is financed to raise and take care of a child, should they be allowed to do so? Should they be allowed to take care of a child if they are fit and able to do so? What's up, Diamond? How you doing? Thank you for coming back to the TTR. Please, everybody, hit the like button on the way in. We are talking about same-sex parenting over here today. Same-sex parents choose to have kids. Like right now, I would not object to having another child. I would not. I'm an older female. I'm 50 years old. But if, my significant other would like to have another child, I would not disagree to that. Because, I'm financially secure to do that. And, I've never had a son and I have 2 daughters. I would be open to have another child. I would, if they would come and say, hey, Benz, I'm open to having another child. If you would, like to have another child, I would be like probably happy. I would be ecstatic, honestly, because, in my family, we all had girls. I was like, God dang, how many girls we gonna have in this family? The boys was obsolete. I'm like, damn. But it says, did you know that a shocking 45% of all pregnancies in the United States are unplanned? Well, of course, but I thought it would be more than that. I thought it would be more than 45% because unplanned pregnancies is not a oops. It's not a oopsie daisy. So unintentionally pregnancies can be a major problem for cisgender couples who aren't mentally or financially prepared to have a child. It's so easy to get pregnant. It's so easy to have a baby, but it's not easy to take care of that baby. It's not easy to nurture that baby. It's not easy to, a lot of people depend on the government. And there's not nothing wrong with that. Because you know what? If you can get government assistance, hey, I applaud you. I really applaud you. But when it comes to mothers, single mothers who makes real good money or whatever like that, in some cities or some states, it's hard for a person to get on the government. And you have to come out of pocket. You have to really come out of pocket for medical care. You have to come out of pocket for the Similac or the formula they have to drink. I mean, and it's really hard. It's really hard when you have to do that. And sadly to say, this can have adverse effects on both the mother and baby's mental and physical health. On the other hand, same-sex parenting is a conscious decision. There's nothing accidental about it. Parents who go to great lengths to have a baby are usually prepared financially and are more motivated to make or take care of them. Intentional pregnancies ensure the children are wanted and are welcomed into having a loving home. Yeah, a lot of pregnancies it's a slip up. I'm not going to say there are mistakes because, children, there are not mistakes. I say it's a slip up. It's something, in the heat of the moment, because I've been there in the heat of the moment. You want what you want right now. You don't think, what could happen if you have unprotected sex or anything like that. So I'm just going to say it's a slip up. Same-sex parents raise children who are not confined by gender stereotypes. One of the greatest same-sex parenting benefits is that the couple breaks free from traditional gender stereotypes and social constructs. Rather than having one parent who is more fatherly and motherly, gay and lesbian couples tend to rely on their particular skills when parenting. So you don't have one mother, you have two. What good, you have best of both worlds when you have two mothers. But a lot of people be like, okay, if you have a son, you would think that, they need a father figure in their life. What do you think about that? Father figure for a son in their life. You don't think a stud can step in and be like, hey, I can do this role? Or do you think a man actually has to be in a son's life growing up? What do you think? I want some feedback on that because, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I've seen the woman, as me, for instance, step into the man role and the woman role, and I've taken care of both my kids. They didn't have to want for shit, nothing at all. But the dad was in their life, but I didn't have to want nothing from them, nigga, for real. I was, as you would, they would tell you, hey, we had what we wanted, what we needed. We didn't have to want for nothing. So, children raised by same-sex parents are more resilient. It's no secret that children raised by same-sex parents may have to face adversity at one point or another. Due to the nature of their parents' relationship, they may automatically experience the impact of social stigma. And do you know what social stigma is? Do you know what social stigma is? Social stigma is when a child goes to school and their peers find out that, hey, they don't have a dad in the household, or they don't have a mom in the household, and they have two dads or two moms. And when kids, they're gonna talk. They are gonna talk. They're gonna ask questions as children. Hey, why you don't have no father? Why you don't have no dad? Why you have two moms? They're gonna ask these questions. So that's what the stigmatism comes from. The truth is, as far as we've come as a society, homophobia and heterosexism still exists. It's still going to exist, and it's going to go in the future. It's going to exist. Being able to navigate these issues helps raise more resilient children who can stand strong in the face of adversity. So when faced with obstacles, studies show that they're able to overcome them more easily. Children raised by homosexual parents are more open-minded. Do you agree about that? Do you agree that we are more open-minded? Naturally, children raised by homosexual parents are more accepting of others' relationships and lifestyle choices. The parents set a positive example of diversity. So there's no doubt that the kids grow up to be more open-minded and well-rounded than those with traditional families. I agree with that. that children raised by homosexual parents are more open-minded because they're not trapped in a box. They're not trapped in a box. They're not told, hey, this is this A, B, C, D, E, F, G. As long as a child is loved and taken care of, it don't matter. I don't care if they raised by, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what the gender is, as long as they're loved and taken care of. Tidal Wave says, women can raise a man. I raised someone's else son and he turned into amazing. College grad, no children, wonderful career. Exactly. Look, I'm not demeaning men because there are some great men out there. Great men. I'm not, talking about all the men, but when it comes to gay relationships, I think we should get a fair shot at, raising a child also. It shouldn't be like, oh, I don't think these two women should raise this child because, this and this and that, this and this and that. No, I think we should get a fair shot just like heterosexual people or heterosexual relationships. Because children raised by same-sex parents, we do well academically. We do. Not only do kids of gay parents do fine in school, they actually outperform their peers. A 2020 study showed that children raised by homosexual parents are more likely to have a high status, resulting in better school outcomes, although they will still score higher than the children raised by heterosexual parents on standardized tests in elementary school. Hey, don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger because I'm only stating research stuff. They say that children will score higher than the children raised by heterosexual parents on standardized tests in elementary school. And I always say, as long as a child is healthy and loved, that's all that matters. It don't matter who raises them, who cares for them, as long as they're happy. Because a heterosexual family, the father and the mother, they can raise a child, but is that child healthy? They fighting every day, they cussing each other out every day. Just because, I heard that statement, God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, all that, all that. That's crazy. I say, as long as the child is happy. And a 2008 study showed that same-sex parents make their presence known and likely to experience stigma and bias from society. So they tend to assert their same-sex visibility. Because of this, many of the parents become more engaged in their school functions, committees, and PTA boards. This is an important fact of same-sex parenting that many people overlook. They overlook all these things. When the parents are more involved in their kids' education, they're more likely to have higher test scores. Not only that, but the children are proven to have better attendance and social skills and demonstrate the ability to adapt to different circumstances and more easily than their peers. It also says kids raised by same-sex families are emotionally healthy. Many people once believed that children were better off with a father and a mother. That's the standard, right? Have a dad and a mom in the house. However, recent findings show that this simply isn't true. The psychological well-being of children of homosexual parents has proven to be equal to those kids with heterosexual parents. Don't kill the messenger. This is research. So, the children of homosexual parents were proven to be equally as emotionally healthy as those raised by heterosexual couples. And, when it comes to having kids, same-sex genders, they can go to the fertility, they can adopt, they can do all that. And, they can also, if it won't be me, but some people go to the old way and, you know, have sex by a man. But hey, if my girl is not having no sex by no man, I don't give a damn if they gay or what. A penis is a penis. I don't care. And for a gay man to get aroused, that means they feeling that woman. So nah, I'm not going that way. I would go out of pocket and come out for the fertility clinic, because ain't no man going up in my girl. I'm just sorry. I don't give a damn. One of my exes tell myself, oh, he's just one of my best friends. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Do you think I could actually see this guy when he come around and I can see this child looking like this guy? No, it's not happening. That's crazy as hell. And for her to ask me that, I'm like looking at her crazy, like, you done bump your goddamn head. What the fuck going on? She crazy as hell. Think I'm a goddamn let this guy skeet up in you. You crazy. But third party reproduction is a term for any time an outside party is needed to provide an egg or sperm. This also refers to a woman who agrees to be a carrier for the parents. I've seen a whole lot of movies, y'all. They be a carrier for the parents. Either they liking the man or either they plan on keeping the child and, you know, omitting the woman. I'm not having no carrier if it comes to my offspring. No, because, you know, these women, they get too attached to these babies. If you carry a baby for 9 months, tell me you're not going to get attached. Tell me they're not going to get attached. Either they have a heart on for the man, and, you know, they go behind the wife's back like, hey, we can be together. We can omit the lady out of it. We can raise this child together. No, it ain't gonna be no third party reproduction with me. Like they say, a known donor can be a friend or acquaintance. That's X'd out. An anonymous donor that you have no information about. That's a tricky one because, you know, you really don't know about the anonymous donor because, you know, it could be anybody. It could be anybody. It could be a known unalignment person who's, you know, unaliving people. You don't know if it's a apist, a grapist person. You know, you don't know. So you don't know what to be growing up inside of you. So it's really hard. Or an open donor with whom you have information in direct contact with. It's important to understand that there are always some risks and benefits involved with choosing a donor that you know. The procedure could bring you closer together, or it could be damaging to the relationship, just like I said. Because I think they have like a time window, or you have to have paperwork drawn up to be like, hey, whenever this baby is born, you have to get this baby up at birth. Because, you know, some of these women get attached to their babies and they don't want to give them up. And then that causes legal issues and all that. And it says sperm donor insemination. Sperm donor insemination is a great option for lesbian couples hoping to conceive. However, going this route can cost anyone or anywhere between several thousand or $100,000 of dollars. So it says about $4,000 you can get skeeted up in and you can, you know, have a baby. It depends on which procedure you decide to go on and how long it takes to get pregnant. So if you don't get pregnant the first time, you're going to have to offer up another $4,000 or better. So is it worth that? Is having a child worth that? Or in vitro fertilization. You know, there's always options out there you can always go through. You can go through adoption. It would be hard for me because, you know, I would like my own blood. You know, I wouldn't want nobody else's blood or anything like that. But if this is the last option I would have to take, I would go through with adoption. If I really wanted a baby and, you know, all this fails. So Tidal Wave says we did IVF, really expensive, it's worth it. Oh, cool. So we have someone in the building that did it. And of course, a child is worth it. You know, it's priceless to have a baby of your own. So I understand that tidal wave. I really do. It's priceless. No money is no option. If you really want to have a baby with your significant other, I understand that. And with adoption, it can be a long, complicated process where many legal and financial issues pop up. Regardless, it's a deeply fulfilling journey that is well worth it. If you want to stick it out, if you want to, suffer the long haul to get to the good, and have a boy or girl, then hey, it's worth it. Research has also proven that children of gay and lesbian parents are doing just fine. We are fine. Not only are they growing up as well adjusted as children from opposite sex couples, but they also reap additional benefits, such as being more confident, well adjusted, compassionate, and resilient. All of these findings make it clear that the same sex parents do raise the best children. And, I have no doubt in my mind that the same sex parents can raise wholesome, good kids. Rather than sexual orientation being the determining factor, the most important thing is that the parents provide a loving, supportive, and diverse environment for the kids, which same-sex parents most certainly do. And I concur with that. It's normal for every couple, even same-sex partners, to have hesitations when it comes to having a baby and raising a child. This decision should be mutual for both partners in the relationship. If this issue is currently causing stress in your relationship, you can always talk about it. One, the femme want to have a baby, the stud don't want to have a baby, or vice versa. That's a dilemma. That's an issue that could cause, drama in the relationship. When it comes to same-sex parenting, the academic performance of the child, the social development of the child, when you go to school, my only thing is, kids at young ages, if kids of the same age find out that, you don't have a father in the household, you have the same sex, they'll probably get picked on. They'll probably get ridiculed, but, they won't know how to handle it as an older teenager would. Because, a teenager, they'll flip your ass off. They'll tell you to go to hell, without the parents knowing about it. You know what I'm saying? They'll do it undercover. They ain't going to let them, your parents know about it, nothing like that. But, they can handle it their own way. But, the kids probably like 5, 6, 7, they probably won't know how to handle it. They'll be crying and be like, why is these kids talking about me? Why, I don't have a daddy. Why I don't da-da-da-da. But yeah, social development, psychological health, early sexual activity, and substance abuse. And sometimes, it might cause the kids to go to substance abuse because they don't know how to handle it. And, I would blame the parents on that because, when it comes to kids, they should be able to come to the parents and talk about anything. Anything. If you are a parent and you love your kids, they should be able to come and talk to you about anything. Don't never have a stranger to raise your kid, to help raise your kid, because if they can't talk to you, where's the outlet going to go? Where's the outlet? They're going to talk to somebody. Trust and believe that. And I would rather for them to come talk to me. If I'm mad or whatever, we can always talk it out. Anything. But at the same time, you don't want no outside stranger raising your kid, telling them advice and all that stuff like that. And for the lady in that chat to say, I don't know what I would do if my child was like this. oh, my child better not be no gay person. I'm like, what the hell? What the fuck? You know, what's going on? You can't talk to your own child. Your own child can't come to and talk to you about their own sexuality. Because at the end of the day, whether they're gay, straight, or anything below or above, they still your child. They still your blood. Whether you want to believe it or not, or whether you want to like it or not. And I don't care what my child do. They can always come to me as a parent and talk to me about anything. I don't give a damn. Anything. They can come to me and talk to me. And we can sit down and have a civilized conversation. And for the parents who can't do that, I just feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. All right. All right, so that's all my commentary I have for you on same-sex parenting. I'm still under the weather a little bit. I guess you could tell by my voice. But I just want everybody to know, look, if I don't leave nothing with you today, please have an open mind when it comes to kids. I don't care how old they are. I know when my granddaughter was young and I would bring my girlfriend around, she didn't know that she was my partner, but she knew that we was friends. You know what I'm saying? She knew that we was friends. And as she got older, I could talk to her about me and, my friend. We was together, whatever. There's a right and a wrong way to talk to a child. There is. And, you have to be sensible about it. And you have to be like, treat them with kid gloves when it comes to stuff like that. Because they don't understand. They don't know. But that's all my commentary I have today. I'm going to drop the link if anybody want to come up before I get up out of here. If you want to add anything to what I had to say today, you're more than welcome to come up and chop it up. And if not, we're going to continue the rest of our day. And for the ones who's in here, tomorrow I will be discussing the day with Benz. It's still on. I'll be discussing that tomorrow. So make sure you be over there in the Ben Zone tomorrow to discuss the day with Benz. It was put on hold after I had rebranded, but hey, it's still in the works. So come over tomorrow and we will dissect it, and it's going down. Okay, we're gonna have a contest and everything. And if you have been following me and if you know me and everything like that, you might have a chance of winning a day with me, okay? All right. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here, take some medicine, try to feel better for tomorrow. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day, and I am out.
Only thing showing this late be the freak show. Call for your cum, I be checking through the peephole. Everything closed, it's late, but your contacts. Hit her, catch a vibe, you might catch a little contact.